Hey everyone, this is SpideyFan 101, and I'm gonna make a couple videos before I go to sleep tonight, but I had to talk about something that is driving me crazy right now. So, as you guys probably know, Ben Affleck, who plays Batman in the DC extended universe, like the movie universe, he was going to direct the Batman movie, right? But, you know, some stuff happened behind the scenes, and, you know, he's not directing it anymore. Sorry, I have a runny nose. So, this is, wait, now I'm hearing that, but this is not just one thing that I heard. There are many things I've heard. So, apparently, there's a source that is a big fan of Batman that says apparently Justice League is gonna be a mess, and then, you know, Aquaman is gonna be in trouble in the future. Now this leads me to just one question. What on earth is going on with the DC Extended Universe? Like, seriously. I thought everything was going well. I mean, like Wonder Woman is not going to be a part of this video, because I know Wonder Woman is already going to be great. So, that movie is not going to be a part of this video. But what will be a part of this video is everything else. Now, sorry, runny nose. I'll tell you what is going on with the DC Extended Universe. It's Warner Brothers. I think you already know this. They're meddling too much. Now, I've heard numerous amounts of stories where Warner Brothers has intervened, and they've been kicking people off the projects, and they've been, you know, and directors have walked away from the projects, and scripts have been rewritten, movies have been delayed. What is going on with these movies? Because when you look now, I know that I compare this universe to the DC television universe all the time, but especially now, it is completely justified at this point. So, the DC television universe, what they're doing is amazing. Like, they have the time to develop the characters. They have the time to tell great stories. They have the time to, you know, they have the time. Like, they could go whatever tone they want to any episode. And that's why the shows work so well. Even Powerless, the show that's coming out this Thursday, that show looks great because it has an interesting concept, which all the other shows do as well. And, you know, that show looks very well done. Excuse me, hold on a second. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. But, like I was saying, even Powerless, a show that's coming out this week, that show looks great because not only does it have a unique concept, but it also has, I can already tell that it already has great characters, a great story, and like very good, storytelling, you know? And that's what all the other shows have. So why can't this be replicated for the DC movie universe? I don't get it. And I'll tell you why it cannot be replicated. It's because Warner Brothers is meddling. You cannot honestly sit here and tell me that if Warner Brothers did not meddle, that those movies would have been great. If, like, let's go all the way back to Batman v Superman. Sure, the first original cut that was released in theaters, like, it was not liked by a lot of people. I thought it was okay, but it had so many problems. Then the Ultimate Edition came out, and everybody loved it. You cannot sit here and tell me that if they did not release the Ultimate Edition in theaters, that Batman v Superman would not have gotten any hate at all. That's, like, even Suicide Squad. I think Suicide Squad is an amazing movie, and they should not change anything. But the director recently came out and said that he wished that he would have, you know, had like a more grounded story. Now, that's always fine. That's always good. Like, you could always do that with the sequel. You know, I don't even know if the sequel is going to be happening at this point. But, you know, because the slate is all over the place. And that's another thing, too. The slate is all over the place. You look at the DC television universe, right? You have such a nice laid out schedule. You have Supergirl on Monday. You have Flash and Legends of Tomorrow on Tuesday. You have Arrow on Wednesday. And you have Powerless on Thursday. You see how swift that schedule is? Amazing, right? Then you look at the DC movie schedule. An absolute mess. Nothing makes sense. An absolute mess. Because the ones that we know are happening are Wonder Woman and Justice League. But that's it. Everything else they announced is either having problems behind the scenes, or they just haven't talked about it at all. Looking at you, Shazam. Like, come on now. You can't honestly tell me that if Warner Brothers did not meddle, we would not be having some of these problems. You cannot tell me that, because we all know that Warner Brothers is at fault here. We know this already. Why Warner Brothers continuously on a full basis. Now, I'm trying not to yell because, you know, my mom is sleeping right now and it's like 10:16 at night, so I'm trying to be as quiet as possible. But why Warner Brothers continuously meddles with these movies is, like, I don't know why they're doing this. You would think that after the reception that some of their films got because of the meddling, you think that would raise a red flag over their faces and say, hey, we probably shouldn't meddle with these projects anymore. We should let the director do their thing. No, they continuously meddle. And you know why? Because of the money. Because the moolah. Because the money. Because that's apparently all they care about. They don't care about the fans that love DC. They don't care about the fans that look forward to these movies and constantly get disappointed. Now, I don't get disappointed, alright? I love Man of Steel. I love Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Edition. And I love Suicide Squad. And I already know I'm going to love Wonder Woman, so I'm going to put that there. But for the rest of these movies, it's it's just hard for me to keep this in, because like, if Warner Brothers continues to meddle like this, sorry, if Warner Brothers continues to meddle like this, you might as well just cancel this entire thing. You might as well just cancel it. Sure, you can keep some franchises. You can keep some franchises. Wonder Woman. But what you should, like, to anybody watching this video, if anybody at Warner Brothers is watching this video, please stop meddling, because not only are you shooting yourself in the foot by, you know, meddling all the time with these movies, but, you know, it's not working for you. It's just not working. I don't know why you think that it's working, but it's not working. You're just being delusional at this point. Because if you honestly think, Warner Bros., if you honestly think that meddling with these movies is going to do something or give you more money, you are about the most delusional people I have ever heard of in my life. You can't say that it's the director's fault that these movies are constantly getting, you know, bad word of mouth. I don't usually listen to word of mouth, but, you know, you know how hard it is to look forward to a movie like this, especially like even now. I hate to compare this to Marvel Studios, but I'm gonna have to. Even Marvel Studios, they have such an organized schedule, and if something went wrong, they have contingency plans. They have contingency plans. They are prepared. They are actually, you know, like, if something goes wrong, they're prepared to go with the next thing. Like, they are much more organized. Even the DC television universe, you don't see a lot of meddling there because, you know, if there was meddling going on in the DC television universe, which there is not, it would not be as successful as it is today. But as you can see, these CW shows, like these DC television shows, they're making you money. Do you know why they're making you money? They are making you money because people actually like them. And you know why people like them? That is because they take time to flesh out the characters, they tell interesting stories, they have great characters, and we get invested. There's no meddling going on with the DC television universe. That's not heard of. Now, if you could only replicate that with the movies, all this backlash you would not have gotten. You would not have gotten all this backlash if you did not meddle in the first place. And that is why your franchise is unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say it, but, you know, I can't, you know, I tell the truth on this channel. I'm not delusional. I tell the truth on this channel. That is why your franchise is not successful right now. It is not successful because you keep meddling. And if you keep meddling with these movies, they're never going to be successful. And like I said, I'm not talking about Wonder Woman in this video. I'm talking about all the other stuff after that. If you keep meddling with these movies, they are never going to be successful. So if I were you, Warner Brothers, I would take a page out of the CW's book, or like the television shows. Like, I would learn from them and not meddle, and let the directors and the storytellers do their thing, because that's what makes these shows so successful. And if you don't start doing that, Warner Brothers, you know, I hate to use the X-Men franchise, but you know, your franchise is going to start diminishing returns. I'm sorry, but at this point, you've got to face reality. You've got to face reality, because if you don't, you know, your franchise will never get off the ground. If you don't stop meddling with these movies, like, your franchise is done. People will make petitions. People will not see your movies if you keep meddling like this. They'll stick with the TV shows, which, honestly, I'd say you watch those. Sure, watch Wonder Woman. I will say that. Watch Wonder Woman, because that movie is going to be amazing. But as for the other ones, like, honestly, I would wait, because, you know, it's not looking good. And I hate to say that, but it is not looking good. And I'm starting to get real tired of you, Warner Brothers. So please, stop meddling. If you're watching, if one of you execs are watching this video, please stop meddling. Because if you don't stop meddling, like, if you don't stop meddling, your franchise will never get off the ground. But if you do stop meddling now, then you have some hope for the future, okay? So please, I know I've rambled about this for a while, but I had to get off my chest, because I had it there for so long, and I get so mad at these movies because I want them to do well. I really want them to do well. But if they keep getting meddled like this, I don't know if they're going to. And like I said, Wonder Woman is going to be great, so I don't have any problems with Wonder Woman. You already know it was my second most anticipated movie of the year. I obviously did not have any problems with it. But as for everything else, like, I don't know at this point. I really don't know. So, as of right now, I will remain cautiously optimistic about the DC film universe. And I hate to say something like that, but at this point, like, you've left me with no choice. So, yeah. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for my reviews for Supergirl, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, and Hidden Figures. So, I'm SpideyFan 101 saying peace.